Every word in my book is accurate, and you can't just simply say it's false without documenting it. Tell me one thing in the book now that is false.
Okay, let's go to the book.
Read the next sentence. Morris estimates, in your book, I have it right in front of me, the next sentence.
Morris estimates that between 2,000 and 3,000 Arabs fled their homes during this phase of the Arab-initiated fighting.
Okay, can you please read what Mr. Morris wrote?
Well, no, you're talking about one...
Please read what he wrote.
If I have the whole book, I will find for you, if you want to take time...
Norman Finkelstein, can you, if you want the
3,000 people led during this phase.
Can you read the sentence?
Okay, I'm looking at page 256 of Benny Morris's book, Righteous Victims, A History of the Zionist-Arab Conflict.
He's referring to phase 2 now, the same one as you. Go ahead.
And you're talking about right over here.
Altogether, yeah.
Altogether, about 200,000 to 300,000 Arabs fled their homes during the second stage of the Exodus.
There's a big difference between 2 and 3,000 and 2 and 300,000. Now, you could check this many times, Mr. Dershowitz, but you're really going to have to pay the $10,000.
No.
And I hope you allow me I hope you allow me to earmark it for Janine. I would like to give it to Janine.
Let's be sure what the context is of this.
I know the context.
We're talking about a variety of
This is not the OJ trial. This is not the OJ trial. We're not going to play a game.
Well,
we're not playing a game now.
Is your point that you're...
I taught up until 2007, and then when I was denied tenure, because the case was so high profile, I was effectively blacklisted for the next 15 years.
And this is, of course, a result of your public spat feud with Alan Dershowitz.
I would say that was
a large part,
a component.
Well, I found out about you because of the debate between you and Dershowitz, which is a pretty famous YouTube video.
It actually had 2 parts. There was one formerly part of the show, and then there was a second part, and I think both parts now are online.
Right.
But then about 5 years ago, maybe a little more now, I met Professor Dershowitz in an Indian restaurant.
How was the food?
I forgot the food.
A little biryani?
No idea.
What was he eating?
No idea.
Probably something sick. Something real gross.
I can't tell you.
And so
that.
he was sitting there with O.J. Simpson and Jeffrey Epstein.
No.
Yeah. Have you ever said that to him?
Actually, no.
But why are you on that plane, bro?
I can't say I know all the details now.
You saw his name on that list. You were probably like, nice.
No.
What are you talking? Come on, let's be real. You saw that he went to a pedophile island. You weren't like that.
I don't like to personalize this thing with Dershowitz.
But it is personal. It was your career.
But I think there's a lot of this fake shock about him, because if you look at his actual career, okay, there was this impresario named Sal Hurak. And Sal Hurak had cultural exchanges between the Soviet Union and the United States. The JDL, the Jewish Defense League, this right-wing Jewish organization, they planted a bomb in Sal Hurak's office. Didn't kill Sal Hurak, it killed his secretary. And Dershowitz was the lawyer for the 3 JDL members who killed the secretary, and he got them off, okay? And he was very proud about that fact. His next cases were mostly pornography cases.
Nice.
He was the lawyer for I Am Curious Yellow. It was the first...
What is that?
It was the first foreign pornographic film from France.
What is the yellow about?
I don't remember.
Well, you can imagine.
No, actually I couldn't, but maybe...
Was it a pee-pee movie? Well, yellow, if you haven't had a lot to drink.
Okay.
But he defended that?
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
And then when the star of Deep Throat said that she had been raped on the production by Harry Reams, Harry Reams was the star of Deep Throat. He was Harry Reams' lawyer. Then he was O.J. Simpson's lawyer.
Hell of a running back.
Yeah.
RB1.
And then he was Mike Tyson's lawyer, who was accused of rape. You do see a pattern here.
Bad boys.
Everybody is so shocked about the Epstein episode, but why?
Well, it's not fucking a kid to...
Excuse me?
Sorry, pardon me. We'll run that again. Well, it's not like
I think
there's a
rape is a
principle
pretty
in the
serious
American
issue.
justice system. I'm not defending Dershowitz, that everyone's entitled to a really expensive defense.
If it were one case or two cases, then you could say, okay, he's just acting in conformity with his profession, a lawyer, supplying the best defense. But when you see a pattern, then it seems to me it raises a separate issue.
Well, the pattern is he did a good job of getting bad boys out of trouble.
Alan Dershowitz defended Epstein the first time and got him effectively off, okay? He said, my only regret is that he had to serve even 1 day in jail.
How stoked were you when you saw his name on that list?
How what?
No, you're a dignified man. I'm not going to make you... You're not a muckraker. I'm not going to make you play in the mud.
You
don't have to say you're excited, but
no,
maybe just to like pull an earlobe.
No, because frankly, if he's going to come down, I would rather have him to have come down on other things, personally.
Sure.